Thank you for watching Not My Bag.
If you're watching this, make sure to like and subscribe.
If you're listening, give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Not My Bag. I'm George.
And I'm Joe.
Happy New Year, guys.
This is our New Year's special.
Blywydden, Newid, Da.
What does that mean, George?
Happy New Year in Welsh.
No, yes, it does.
See, I've been learning.
Who's hungover from New Year's?
I am. That's why I
we
haven't got a
definitely
drink.
are. That's why we're on a cleanse, a juice cleanse, a cranberry juice cleanse.
Yeah, I
Clear up
can't
all them UTIs.
Speak for yourself.
It was a heavy one. It really was.
It really must have been. But Happy New Year, guys. We're back. We thought this episode will reflect on... It hasn't even been a year of Not My Bag, has it? It's been literally a couple of months.
It
but
hasn't.
We thought we'd reflect on the year of our episodes and what we've actually done
in 2022. Because where we started so late, we thought we need to backtrack and talk through it's like going to be 2022 wrapped and then on to New Year's resolutions and what we're going to be doing in 2023.
Because I feel like my year started in like May when we did like socials full time. I'm not sure about you, but we done so much.
My year started in Jan like everyone else.
Okay, if you want to be all funny.
Yeah.
But I just feel like we've done...
Like the calendar.
Oh, can we... Fuck you. Anyway. Okay, let's start from Jan then.
Let's start... Well,
what even
I've
happened in
actually
Jan?
made a list in chronological order of all of the things that happened of everything that happened last year to wrap it up. But do you know what? I was looking through, was scrolling, I was thinking, fuck me. Were we busy? And did we do a lot? The amount I've done in 2022, I don't know how I've got legs anymore.
Well, speak for yourself.
So yeah, I thought we'd go through, do the 2022 wraps. I'd say
that's March.
Last year, so one of the big things that happened to me, this isn't even major for many people, but Christine Quinn commented on one of my Instagram photos of me dressed as her in drag.
I didn't know who Christine Quinn was until Joe told me, but...
I think that's pretty major. I threw my phone across the room and screamed, like she obviously didn't follow me back, but just to be noticed.
Yeah, well, you're halfway there.
Just to feel seen, guys, is enough.
Where did it start? I was literally just working and I had a late Christmas dinner.
All right, well, I'll go for number 2 for me.
Go for it. Look, he's a lot more excited than me.
I had a lot happen. I met Gok number 1. I met him in drag, and that was fun. Didn't have an idea I was very pissed.
In Jan?
No, it wasn't, but I'm going through chronological order in the camera roll. I think it was Feb.
Oh, so in Feb, we went to I went to my first ever event. Do you remember the Marry Me one?
That was on my list. George and I went to our first ever kind of like premiere thing, and it was the Marry Me film with J-Lo.
In Leicester Square.
Absolutely
shit.
Terrible.
Shit film.
The film was not for me.
Yeah.
No. It was like...
We did get a nice picture, though.
It was like, has anyone seen A Star Is Born? I don't know why I'm asking because you're not going to answer. It was like a B-Tech A Star Is Born.
Got a very nice photo, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we did get a nice photo. Mum was very proud of us, wasn't she?
Very proud. Big moment for us. First ever premiere.
We turned up in an Uber exec because I thought that...
we were going to pull up
outside, and the guy dropped us 2 blocks away, so I paid 50 quid for nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. And then what else happened? I just feel like we were chilling. I'm in March and nothing happened.
After that, pretty much significantly, we left Gogglebox.
Yeah, that was
We decided to end our journey in May there, and then we left our jobs.
Yeah, big.
It was a big month for changes. May was a big whirlwind, wasn't it?
No, May, honestly... May was a really good month, but also looking back, like a really risky one because we have worked.
And I moved like a month before that. Yeah, so there was like loads of changes.
Joe moved in early March to London, so yeah, like that whole kind of
sorry.
That like March to May period was very much a lot of change. But obviously, it's all worked out for the best. But it was.
I saw Katy Perry in Vegas. That was fun.
You were jet setting, weren't you?
I went there. I would not recommend doing it with such little time. I was there for 4 days and it was hell. It was hell on earth. The jet lag, guys.
Also, going back to March, do you remember we filmed that music video with Jax Jones and A1 and J1?
I do remember that.
Very weird time.
I tried pie and mash for the first time.
I remember that.
With liquor.
Pie mash and liquor.
It is so good.
It is good. This is why, look, can you see he's trying to come on my side anyway? It's the effect I have on him.
I wouldn't say it was that life-changing. But I did feel very straight. I was sat in the shop, I had a can of Coke and some pie mash and liquor, and I thought...
Chili vinegar.
And I thought, do you know what, let's go.
What else happened? Oh, we went to that Gucci event in April.
Yeah, and this is when we met Max Barlegday.
Yes!
We met Max, which... I don't know about you, but putting Gucci and Max in the same sentence is a bit weird.
Yeah. Honestly.
What's the word? Is it oxymoron? It is.
Juxtaposition?
It is. It's like two things that shouldn't be in the same sentence.
Juxtaposition as well.
Nah, he's cut. But no, we met Max. It was it was just bizarre because we turned up and George and I were thinking,
oh God, guys.
George and I thought imposter syndrome. Everyone's dressed here like an episode of Pose and I'm in my outfit.
From work.
George's wearing a bomber jacket. I think it was Primani, but it was still nice. And then, we bumped into Max and I thought, bloody hell, we shouldn't be here, but it was fun.
It was fun.
They gave us a ton of makeup and I gave it to Mum and I was in her good books for a while.
Right,
so
also,
thanks, Gucci.
Full circle moment. I've got a picture here. Look who I'm with in the office.
Cal.
First time I met Freezy, 21st of April, I had to grab a picture, fanboying. And now he runs our pod. So
Still got some ice on my tongue. I know, isn't that
weird?
He's still obsessed with him though.
Yeah, no. Then, Joe, you're skipping a lot. This is when we featured on GK Barry's podcast.
It's on the list. First episode with GK Barry. I think that was the day we first met Grace. Wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
That was the first day we met Grace.
We've met a lot of people
in the
this
studio.
year. A lot of people.
Met everyone this year. I've been around. Body counts increased.
Wow.
With friends.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that sounds even weirder, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then what else? We had your birthday in May.
I mean, we can't skip past that first episode with Grace because I was incredibly slaughtered.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. I can skip past it because one, it got me in a lot of trouble.
I lost my job.
And two, I don't remember half of it. I really don't remember half of that podcast. Yeah, no,
lost my job.
That pod, I was a bit naughty, got very drunk, said some things I shouldn't have.
Yeah, we all live and learn. And I think there was a lot of lessons in 2022.
Huge lessons.
Big schlong lessons.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
But yeah, no, that was fun. Saw Little Mix.
Oh my God, that was actually
George
really
still fancies Jade.
Really?
Jade, if you're watching, which I highly doubt you are because you're very busy working on new music.
Yeah.
Which when you do release, it would be great to have you on here.
There will always be
George
a place in my heart for you.
Does fancy you.
Yeah. Wait, was that before or after your birthday?
I can't remember. Let's just carry on.
But anyway, your birthday party was really good.
Oh yeah, birthday party. That was fun.
All like the balloons on the roof. It was like starting to be summer, so it didn't get dark till like 9,
Yeah,
10.
I mean, it was fun until security came up and
At 2 a.m.
At 2 a.m.
With all like bodyguard suits and shit.
I thought that I was hallucinating and I was watching an episode of The Men in Black. I thought someone spiked my drink.
Basically, I lost everyone. I had to take the stairs because everyone was in the lift. As I got upstairs, the door was locked. There was 2 security guards telling me to leave
we lost
the building.
our entire party of guests on a staircase.
And there was 30 people there. Like, not sure how that happened.
And all I could hear was shh.
Oh my, yeah, but Joe, it was 2 a.m. and it was very loud. Then we went London in the Sky. That was like another event we done.
Sky.
Do you remember that?
London.
And we got them people taking videos of us.
Oh, London in the Sky.
Yeah.
A certain PR person out there got his little minions to film George and I and put up videos on burner accounts. We know who you are and we know what you did.
What the fuck?
What was that brand that he was wearing that day?
Oh my God, 11 degrees.
And we've seen the gifted 11 degrees t-shirts and your eczema on the elbows. And it's not.
Now that is uncalled for.
Yeah, well, do you know what was uncalled for? Making burner accounts try slag us off.
True. Also in May, you had your most viral video ever. Was it 50 mil plus views now?
50 mil views for sitting in a 4DX cinema.
In Cineworld.
Hungover.
Oh my God,
getting whiplash.
Not me finding the screenshots as well of the London in the Sky thing.
Oh yeah. Do you want us to read it out, guys?
Do it.
As if all the famous TikTokers complained about waiting in a line too long and made their own line to get on London in the Sky first. First things first, we didn't have to pay to attend the free event. We went and they said to us, can you go in this line because we need to photograph you up on this thing. So you fucked it straight away because we didn't have to pay for the free event.
Moving on. One of my best highlights of 2022, the Top Gun premiere. Walking around with the likes of Tom Cruise, the whole cast, Patrice Evra, you name it, people were there. Yeah, okay, ex-footballer. Anyway,
who did I see there?
It was awesome though, weren't it?
No, it was
so good.
Actually, and that film was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the film was insane.
We've been to like a few premieres this year.
I don't think I've ever been to anything that good in my life.
No, guys, it was like
everyone was like crying at the end.
They got a literal fighter jet in the middle of Leicester Square.
No, it was such a good thing to do.
It was insane. Really, really good.
And we looked cute.
We did look good.
I think we got the tube there, didn't we? Because there was no taxis.
Oh my God.
And we were sweating. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah.
Living the high life, guys. Keeping it real around here.
No,
we then also got,
we never lose that. We never lose touch of ourselves.
we then also got some like we won a BAFTA with Gogglebox.
Won a BAFTA. I think we should move on to George and I have been away a lot this year on many different things, many different trips, brands. It's been mega fun. Like super grateful for it.
Insane.
But I wanted to talk about one trip in particular that actually sent me like into the pits of hell. Like I had a full-on breakdown. I'm not going to mention like the people that took us, but we went to Devon.
Oh my God. Do you know what I was thinking? I had a dream about this trip last night. This is really weird.
So terrible. I'm sorry. I think I cried in bed one of the nights.
Like you've got low budget. Then you've got low budget.
No, it was... Someone messed up some travel plans. We were on a train for like 6 hours in a day. We got there. They were like, you got 20 minutes to freshen up and get out. And yeah, it was just, and then the next morning I thought, I've had 3 hours sleep, I'm going to cry. And they were like, let's do some beach yoga.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if anyone else has had sand up their crack hungover, but
it's not good.
It ain't for me.
It's not good at all.
It ain't for me. I don't move. I don't stretch.
Another trip we went on though, which was a little bit better. We went to Benidorm.
No, I thought Benidorm was sweet. I mean, you were the one that had it worse there.
Oh, guys, no, it was right.
George got so pissed that he threw up
everywhere. Like, guys, I threw up everywhere. So basically, if you've been to Spain, you know how they pull their measurements, right? It was 12 o'clock. The upstairs bar had just closed. I went to Joe, I'm going to bed. He went, well, you can't.
I don't want to embarrass you, but you've skipped out a massive part of what happened here. George was pissed and we were with a couple of girls and I think George fancied one of them and we were playing Drinkopoly and what he did was just put him and the girls' names in twice. So me and another girl there were like, this is weird. Like, no, we haven't been asked a single question. It was like, George, lick the person's ex-you's face and stuff like this. And we were just sat there like, what? And we played this game for like half hour.
Sure
I looked at the app. And he tried to get lucky.
Do you know what though? All jokes aside, Benidorm, what we saw of it was
all jokes aside, Benny.
No, Benny is beautiful, isn't it? Like the side we saw.
No, it was. We saw a very nice side of it, but me being me, after seeing the nice side, when I want to see the dirt, I want to see the strippers, I want to see the what was it? The belts being whipped against those fat men's bellies. I wanted to see the beer being poured down the throats.
No, it was a lot.
The men on stilts. The bucking balls.
What was there was a thingy walking about as well. What's the thing from Stranger Things? Vector?
Oh,
do you remember? It's a wild place.
I thought it was high.
It was a wild place. It was good though.
No, it was fun. It was.
Another thing to add to the list. Also, another big thing.
I like just saying that we'd been because you've never been.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's add it onto the list. We also then...
You spent 2 days hungover in a room by yourself.
Guys, the last day I was written off. Like, we were meant to go waterboarding, all stuff like this. I had to sit in the room because I was being sick.
You were waterboarding yourself?
Violently.
With sick?
Yeah.
Sorry if you're emetophobia.
Emetophobia, sorry.
Trigger warning.
We then went to what I can remember a big thing, Summertime Ball. Really fun.
Mel C.
Really, really fun. Like Wembley in the summer. We were with like Maddie, Kyron. That was really fun. I enjoyed that day.
I'm trying to think of anything dramatic that happened that day.
Nothing crazy.
I got really nervous next to Rochelle Humes.
Yeah.
And then George went, is that the lady from this morning? I thought, fucking this morning. Do you know the Saturdays mega mix? Do you know what I mean?
Wait, who?
Rochelle. Did you just think Rochelle was from Spice Girls? Rochelle.
Oh.
From Saturdays.
I thought you meant...
This is why we have a gay side on this podcast.
Anywho, what else happened? I got loads
I think then going
stuff.
through, like, we had You Kiss Coco on the lips.
Yeah, that was
multiple times.
No, that's 2 times. That's multiple, I guess.
Yes, multiple. Yeah, you grabbed her in a lift and then shoved her against a taxi and said, take me home.
We went to a weird Amazon event. Do you remember that? It was really cool, but it was like 3 different sets where you saw Ray.
Oh, we saw Ray.
Guys, we've had a weird year.
I've actually seen so many artists this year, which is so cool. Like Harry Styles, Lil Mix, Adele. Adele, I cried the entire... Adele was so funny. I turn up... I don't know if I can say this, I'm going to say it. I turned up with my ex at the time. And then Adele started playing her sad songs and I thought, yeah, it's over really. I stood next to him, but it's over. And so I was crying the whole time. And this lovely lesbian lady from the US grabbed my arm. She saw me, because what I did was I was crying so much, I put my glasses back on. And then she grabbed my arm and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, no. I don't think I fucking listened to one lyric. And then, oh my God, then that lady died. A lady died in front of me at Adele.
No, that's being real. Like, you're being real, aren't you? Like,
yes, this was bad. This old lady, there's probably footage of this online. This old lady's in front of us, and then Adele starts a song and she collapses. Everyone's like, like medics over here, whatever. Like, and then, oh my God, this is awful. Someone started doing chest compressions on her, and I was like, oh my God, this is fucked. And then, when the people came over and Adele stopped the concert to get her out, the family just stayed. And
I remember you saying that.
I know the tickets are in demand, and I know it was Hyde Park, but if that was my mum, I would have been straight. You know what I mean?
Well,
if it was I would have done. I would have been like, "Look, can you finish Hello?" Then get me in a car.
Can you finish the song and then get me a car?
It was terrible. It was very intense.
We also, like, last year I went to a couple of concerts as well. Like, I went to Creamfields with my friends, etc. But we also went to Wireless.
Oh my God.
And I'm sorry, guys.
Guys, look, I normally love the lineups, and I love that sort of music 100%.
Never again.
But it was hell.
It was no, it was
guys.
It was
guys. Apparently, before we got there like 3. The gates had been stormed
with 5,000
there was
people.
Like tons of people in there that didn't have wristbands. Were just kind of like there to see Nicki, who was disappointing, but we'll get onto that. And we turned up, and we had like the VIP area things. We went with a brand, so we had to like basically check in and do all this stuff with the brand.
Yeah.
And we turn up, and the guy's just like, "Yeah, just head in. No checking chicken." He just said, "Head in." I thought he was fucking having a laugh.
It was like almost scary. Like, there was fights breaking out, and normally you think, let's run away. People running towards the fight.
Yeah,
it was like,
there was fights. People like, let's go join in. Guys. I was backed up to the fences. Like, I can't do this. Then we saw Nicki. And look, I'm such a Nicki Minaj fan. I've been for years. I've seen her live so many times. And this woman did not want to be there.
No. She came out half an hour late.
She came out half an hour, and she was like...
And then she was like...
She was just like not even rapping or anything.
Anaconda.
And I was just like, do you know what? I know it was a hot day.
It was a hot day, but there's no excuse.
But no, that was... Do you know what? That wasn't the fondest of memories, and I don't think I'll be returning next year.
No, honestly, guys.
We need a better Wireless. They need to do Wireless somewhere this like...
Wireless Spain.
Please. Okay. I
want to go to
Wireless Spain. Okay.
I feel like another big thing that happened maybe like a couple of weeks after this was I went out with Jet 2 to Magaluf. And this is how I got my 2
We all
tattoos.
went together though, didn't we?
Yeah.
But me and Grace went on a different trip.
Joe went on a different trip with another brand, and like me, Max, I took my friend.
A thingy, wasn't it? Like a spiritual
like recluse?
escape.
Is that
retreat?
Something like that?
No, recluse is like where you just sit in.
No,
by yourself.
Not a recluse, a retreat.
Although I have turned into one of those.
Yeah.
No, mine was like a couple's escape, and George's one was like party hard.
Party every night, beach party during the day, go out in the night, 3 a.m. tattoo.
Nipple piercings.
Oh my God, I witnessed
shit food.
I witnessed someone getting nipple piercing. The food, honestly, I probably had one meal the whole 3 days I was there. But it was, honestly, that holiday was so good. So good.
Well, at least you got memories on your ankles.
Exactly.
Which will fade.
I've got 2 tattoos that are already going green that I will never get rid of.
I was just trying to think of other funny things that have happened. I thought we invited Grace over to our family house in Essex.
Oh my God.
And Grace was spangled. I think we found her at one point up against the kitchen cupboards.
Literally on her phone, like trying to like,
she was like
regain her breathing. She was that like, she was like...
And my favourite thing was, she turned up and she was like, me and Billy will have rosé. And I think they went through 6 bottles.
But you also posted a video and it got like 8 million views, didn't it?
Yeah, we were playing Drinkopoly with the fam and Grace.
Yeah, also...
That was Nephew. Because my mum said that what porn category would you be interested in? And my mum said Nephew.
Very sorry to our nephews. Do we have any nephews?
No, we don't have nephews.
Mum does.
Mum would have a nephew.
Mama has
that would be our cousins.
Oh. We also got to see, which I am so grateful for, my favourite band of all time, Coldplay, at Wembley.
Yeah, that was good.
That was, honestly, that was absolutely insane. Everyone had the wrist things on. I literally, there was moments of it where I was going to cry. And even Joe, right, was like getting his phone. I'm like, oh my God.
Do you know what?
It was insane.
As a gear man, it was fun. Like,
no.
It was like, do you know what it was?
You enjoyed it.
This is how I would describe seeing Coldplay as myself, yeah? You know, like when you go to a pub and you've had a few drinks and then Mr. Brightside comes on and all the straights are singing their heart out and you think, do you know what? I might join in the chorus just to feel a bit, join in a bit.
Don't violate
that is
it.
what Coldplay felt like to me. I was like, do you know what? I wouldn't normally do this, but it was fun to
The vibes
relish
were good.
in the moment.
The vibes were really
Plus,
good.
the chicken tenders at Wembley were really nice.
It did cost me 25 quid though.
So that is, and the pick and mix. So do you know what? It weren't bad.
Yeah. No, honestly, that was one of my highlights. Seriously, Coldplay was insane. So good. We also then went to Sports Fest. That was a couple of weeks after, where you was actually really ill. I enjoyed it. Why am I lying?
No, the event
I've
itself...
got a picture of the paella from the event, and it was
the
so
event
good.
itself was great, right? The paella was sick.
Unreal.
I think what we have to remember here is that I am not a sporty person. And I don't know why I said, let's go Sports Fest, but we did. And all it was for me was a day of back sweat.
Oh, awful.
Nervous sweats, nervous shits. And then a party that sent me west and I had to leave.
Joe had to leave.
I was very poorly.
It was fun overall.
I think it was the paella.
It was definitely a bit more of a me event than you.
Oh yeah, you were loving it.
Yeah.
All the space hopping and the running about
All that
and the fucking
shit and-
spraying of shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was not enjoying it.
But look, overall, I think it was another fun event.
But no, it was a fun experience.
Like we were on these, so we were all in team colours and we had our own buses in the colours. Do you remember? Like I was
yeah, no,
purple
it was
team.
great. I loved waiting for George Clark for 3 hours.
Okay, Joe. Anything
Punctuality to a T.
else? Joe, we've got this that happened as well. Wait, let me
Oh Jesus Christ!
let me find you a.
Oh Jesus Christ! This truly is like. How can I sum up what George just showed me? We went to a wedding.
This was in August, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like in about August.
And it just got very messy, didn't it?
yeah. Lots of drink. Like we turned up
Drinks
late.
were flowing. I was asking the bar people. I was saying, look, I don't really like mixer. I don't know why I said this. I was asking them to pour like quadruples in the
then
like,
give us,
fishbowl
like, fish
glasses,
bowls,
and then
yeah.
just topping it with lemonade. We were slaughtered, and it just got very messy, didn't it? You liked the wedding buffet, didn't you? I think the options were beef, lamb.
Oh my god! Do you know what though? It was a fun wedding. It was,
It was great
It
for
was middle
some.
of the summer. The only thing me and Joe did do, we jumped on the family bus. Right.
Oh my god!
So to put it in perspective, we went to a wedding in Chelmsford, right?
Yeah.
And
we live
20 minutes from
20 minutes near Stansted Airport,
Yeah,
right?
like 20 minutes away from Chelmsford. We decided to jump on a bus to Brentwood, which is another 40 minutes in the other direction.
in the middle of nowhere. This hotel's in the middle of nowhere.
this was at midnight, by the way.
And we get there and we're like, right, who's going out? And we're literally with the parents.
And they got babies. They were like, we're all going to bed. We were like, why are we here?
we were outside like, yeah.
So
come
then
on.
Joe started going, let's go to Chelmsford.
No, so then I said, let's go to Chelmsford, prepaid for a 60 quid taxi.
Yeah.
Then got into someone else's taxi, went home. I think our taxi cost like 150 quid that night.
£150.
I got home, did my usual, ate some beans and sausages out the microwave,
Oh my God, I ate leftover Chinese.
and then went to bed.
Yeah, very strange. But that was actually a really good wedding. Like
Exactly.
The
And
wedding was
I
really
much
cool.
prefer beans and sausages to lamb.
We also went to All Points East, another festival. I actually really enjoyed that. We watched, oh my God, we watched Disclosure. See, we've seen some really good people this year.
No, it was really good.
Then, look what's just come up. This was back in September.
And then we had our
We
had our podcast planning in September.
very exciting times.
We had the set.
I literally remember the first time we opened the door and we saw this and we was like, it's actually real. Because really,
Oh, yeah.
from like Feb, we wanted to do this, didn't we?
Yeah. I
Like-
shit my pants. I saw the set and thought,
No, we literally
It doesn't take much,
The
though.
stench was unreal. It was cool. though.
we went to Gemma Collins' house.
That was fun. That
That
really
was a
fun.
fever dream.
Ending up in Gemma Collins' hot tub. Who knew?
And then we went to Ibiza with Spotify,
That was a fun trip.
which you guys know about.
That was a messy trip. We've also obviously not touched on Jack Will's Ibiza, but everyone, we've talked about that loads.
Everyone
knows.
I feel like that was such a fun thing, but we've had skiing now.
We also went to Brussels.
Fuck me, I've been everywhere.
We've been about it. We've been about it. But Brussels was fun.
Guys, Brussels was a lot. I looked for gay bars in Brussels and we
my
ended
God.
up in a hotel.
I had to go back because I was too drunk. Again.
George was too drunk, threw up in the street. We had to put him to bed.
Again.
I went out with my mates there. We looked up gay bars in Brussels and ended up in a hotel bar with 4 other people. Maybe I'll have to send the video to Rosie.
Yeah, I feel like people need to
put it
see.
in this clip. But to give you an idea, it was hell on earth. And then one of my mates decided she was so pissed that she left and didn't pay the bill for the bar tab. And then the bar manager runs out after us to ask for the bill. But my mate started to get really panicky and thought that she was being chased. So all I saw across the road was my mate screaming, running into the road, being followed by the bar manager. I ran over like, what's going on? She's like, your mate hasn't paid her tab. My mate's going, get away from me, get away from me. And I'm stood there like...
bearing in mind, this was meant to be a nice chilled weekend away.
Oh, this was meant to be a wholesome, relaxing trip. What else happened on the way? I think, then we get back to the airport after our wholesome trip.
Oh.
Flight gets delayed by 3 hours. I don't know if you guys know where Belgium is, because I didn't know before, but it's basically the other side of the river.
It's like 45 minutes.
Channel, yeah.
It's 45 minutes away on a plane.
We get delayed by 3 hours. The guy over the tannoy goes, hey, everyone, we might have to divert to Romania.
6 hours away.
Romania is like 3 whole countries away from the UK.
And then basically, the flight for Romania, there was a flight coming from the UK to Romania, but they said it'd stop in Belgium, pick us up, fly to Romania, then fly us back. Something like that would have been something like a 9-hour flight, right?
And then we got back to UK, didn't we? And we were both very tired. It'd been a long day
like
traveling.
3 a.m. and I had to drive from Heathrow.
We were bickering so bad.
Oh.
George's steering lock wouldn't come off his car, and I was like, oh, can you hurry up, George? And I probably shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I was in a foul mood.
He was effing and blinding.
Foul mood. But that was, when was that?
I feel like that.
That was like a fever dream. That was like 3 days of just...
Nah, this year wrapped up like that it's been a lot.
It has. We also had our podcast launch party, which was a massive success.
Yeah, no, it was.
The podcast launch party was awesome. Everyone had a good time, got really drunk. Venue was amazing.
My mate Liv lost her shoes.
Yeah, we over-welcomed our stay. They got some massive cake, which was awesome.
Yeah. We went to Freedom afterwards, as we do. Oh, wait, isn't that the night with... No
names, no names.
Yeah, no, I won't do.
2 girls in one night.
Yeah, okay.
No, nothing.
Let me talk you through this night from George's perspective. There was an influencer girl there. I'm going to describe beautiful girl. Blonde, beautiful.
Unreal.
Blonde, small, loves the clothing range. Anyway, I was outside and everyone's going to see, where's George? And I'm thinking, oh no, he's in this gay bar. He's been eaten alive at this point.
Pretty much.
I look over the road and all I can see is like these hands cupped on this girl's bum and like a lot of head action. I'm thinking, Jesus, they're going at it. I look left, look right, and someone's like, is that George? And I think, oh my God. And it was a very, very public display of affection, I would say. A lot of grabbing and all that stuff. And and so George got lucky on the podcast launch night, didn't you?
I did. And then we went back to ours and I woke up in bed with someone else.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do they know that both them things happened that night?
Who? Each person?
Yeah.
Probably not. Well, now they do.
Well, they do now.
Well, now they do. No, what else did we do?
NTAs.
We went to the NTAs. That was so fun. At the NTAs, we met... Who was it? Like Maya Jama.
Met Maya Jama.
Like loads of people.
Met
half the cast of the new Love Island was there.
Yep.
Like literally, the names go on.
Who else did we meet?
That's the first time we met Jake Quickenden.
Yeah.
Guys, if you watch Jake, you know about that. But we met a lot of nice people that night.
Bobby Brazier was there. Oh, Jean
Slater from EastEnders. We actually met her.
from EastEnders.
Unreal.
And you know what? I must say, it was not my finest moment to shout sausage surprise in her face.
She looked very uncomfortable, bless her.
All I would say is that the free bar there is a lot.
Yeah, it was.
And when you see your idol from EastEnders and her catchline is sausage surprise, it's going to flop out of your mouth.
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you. After that, Joe, it was really like my birthday.
What, when you got fly kicked in the chest?
I got fly kicked in the chest outside Shoreditch.
Yeah.
Did they know about this?
No.
So basically, it was my birthday, really good day. One of my friends got really drunk. He got kicked out of a bar. So we were like, look, we send him home. We thought he'd gone home by this point.
Yeah, but he didn't. He went and got black belt lessons and turned into Jackie Chan, didn't he?
Pretty much, right? We ended up in Shoreditch and then he's ringing and we're like, oh my God, he's here. And he's like, I'm around the corner.
Yeah.
We turn around the corner. He fly kicks me in the chest in front of everyone. Someone like tries to stop it and goes, oh mate. He turns around, swings for him. They then hit him clean in the nose, break his nose. And that's basically my birthday over, and that was 8 o'clock. I was ready to go out.
Yeah, but then you came back to mine and we ended up having a party, a black party.
Yeah.
We felt bad.
No, that was actually really fun.
Do you know what? We don't want the chest pains and the broken ribs to affect your day, so we thought we'd carry on drinking.
Literally.
And I think that's the night when we made pasta at like 4 a.m.
No, that was me. Yeah, I was really hungry. Yeah.
And it was vile.
It was. I overcooked it. Then pretty much it was Halloween. That was fun. Halloween was a bit messy for us though, as in we were literally looking at 4 o'clock on Halloween for outfits, and we literally made them from as the
we
clothing,
made our outfits.
It was good though.
We were all meant to have a nap and we didn't. And then where did we go Halloween Freedom again?
No, we went. I want
to get paid for the amount of attendance.
Guys, we went to 2 prees. Then we tried to go to a Shoreditch house party and we couldn't be bothered to queue. Then we went to Rachel's party.
Yeah.
And we were so drunk with May Muller, and it was so dark.
May Muller looked so fit.
We then left there and went to Soho in Freedom in Soho.
Yeah.
And and then we got back to yours and everyone tried to rip your clothes off.
Oh yeah, that's when my testicles popped out.
Very weird Halloween. It was fun though. I've never been out on Halloween.
I've never had my clothes ripped off and my testicles out in the middle of the street.
Oh my God, Joan, do you know what I did the next day after that? Got my hair shaved off.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I am going to grow it out, by the way, guys. I am sorry.
Is that before or after you and... But George is still a virgin, I think.
Yeah.
2023 could be the year. I know we keep saying it.
No, 2023 is going to be my year, because if not, I'll just...
It might not be.
Oh no, I'll make sure.
Beep. What does that mean? No. You're not paying for it.
Well... No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's not
that bad. It's not that bad.
Oh, you've got women falling to their knees for you.
What did we do after that? We went to Winter Wonderland. That was pretty cool.
Winter Wonderland.
That was nice. Press night. That was fun.
Winter Wonderland.
Met Millie and Lucinda and Shauna.
No, that was good. That was the night when we saw the GC again.
Oh yes,
and which was hilarious.
Very funny woman. Very funny.
But I think that's really it. Like this year, like it's been bloody mental. There's been so much going on. God knows what's gonna happen this year.
Well, actually, it's not it for me.
Why?
Because I did I wrote a song for Premier Inn and stuff, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you did. George just started his music career. I wonder why that is.
Oh, piss off. She's just snapped me actually. Other than that, we've just done some really cool things like Capital Radio Christmas time. What did I just say?
Capital Radio Christmas time. You mean we did Capital's Jingle Bell Ball?
Yeah.
And Radio 1 Christmas Day?
And
is that what you kind of meant?
Yeah, and Capital Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
We've worked some very cool brands. We've done some very fun things, haven't we, Joe? I think this year's been a success.
I might just move to Thailand to have a couple months off, yoga retreat.
Oh my God, Joe, we also just went, you can't forget we went skiing. That was really fun.
Skiing was so sick. It was just so tiring, guys.
So fun.
Like learning to ski in 3 days. It was a lot. But I can ski now. I can ski. I'm actually not bad. I can do the whole swivel down the hill. I can stop. What else can I do? I held a GoPro as I skied as well, which I think is like talent.
You did scream and so nearly go into about 2 skiers.
I know, and children.
Oh my God, the children are lethal.
Keep the children off the slopes.
But
I'm too big.
We've had an awesome year. It's
what I want to move on to.
It's been amazing.
I want to move on to New Year's resolutions. Do you have any?
Yeah. And I brought this in as a prop. I'm definitely not using it. These have to stop.
Oh, you say this every single day.
These have to stop.
Right.
I haven't seen a decline in my health or anything, but I just know.
I haven't seen a decline.
But I just know these are bad, so I need to stop.
Yeah, I mean...
Right after this is done.
I need it seriously. There have been no real studies into it, but I'm concerned that everyone's going to lose their teeth in 10 years.
Yeah, no, I need to. And I like my gnashers. So that for me is a big one.
Is that just it?
No, the second one is to finally lose my virginity.
Nice.
Which would be great.
Yeah. And no one believes you after Sally's episode, by the way.
No, I know. She's good, though. But I think I would have remembered. Do you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I would have known.
Yeah.
But yeah, literally, a resolution is like not something you wish for. It's
something you like want to change.
Want to change. Yeah. Just be the best version of myself I can be. Which is really cliche.
Deep.
But
didn't know we were going that deep. What's mine?
Get your roots done.
That was so fucking rude. That was out of pocket. That was out of pocket. I mean, yes, I'm going to be getting my roots done next week, but that was out of pocket.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I think mine is that I want to start balancing my life and having a bit more time off, but not like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just a bit of a workaholic and I've turned into a bit of a psychopath recently. So I need to have a bit of time
We
off.
all do that. Yeah.
I feel like I need to do I feel like I need a hobby.
It's balance.
I feel like I need like yoga, or I might get a dog.
No.
I think I'm going to get a dog.
Don't get a fucking...
I feel like a dog would help.
That's the worst thing you've ever said. Don't get a dog.
Why not?
Don't get a dog.
But then like I've got
You don't have enough time for yourself, let alone a fucking animal.
But then I can make it an Instagram page and start managing it.
Knowing you'd be like, oh, I haven't fed it for 2 days.
I did forget to feed Dolly once, but it's fine.
And dropped her on her head and shut her foot in a door.
Nah, George, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the RSPC out of my case. There was accidents that happened.
Yeah, and they were many years ago, but she's still never recovered.
She has recovered.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're my New Year's resolutions. And I think I'd like to do more drag stuff as well.
Yeah, I was about to say that because you started on a really good high.
Yeah.
And went to a couple of events, but then also we've been so busy.
Yeah, I think it was just busyness, but I'd love to keep doing that again.
Designer
That was really
bags back in the
fun.
building.
Yeah, get me arse out some more. Do you know what I mean?
We should do a pod where you're in drag.
You know what we should?
2023.
And I'll be the guest.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. That's pretty cool.
That is the most pick me thing I've ever said in my life, but I'm down for it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
2023, that's the goal.
Yeah.
And I'll dress up like really cool.
This year is going to be good though. I can actually feel it. Like,
I know, and we've got some exciting guests coming from the pod as well.
very exciting people, like very exciting opportunities in the work.
Guys, we also wanted to wrap up with some of our listeners and viewers to see what the most embarrassing and funny thing that happened to them this year was. So put it on our Instagram stories, and I've got quite a few funny ones that I thought we could go through.
I got some crazy ones.
First one that I saw, which is really funny, is someone's work found their OnlyFans.
Oh, that's an awkward conversation.
I don't think I could look at my colleagues in the eye if they see my arsehole.
Do you get sacked?
I don't even know, but I know that I wouldn't be able to go in.
Yeah, you'd want to leave. Actually, no.
I'd maybe send an email and be like, I've got to work remotely for the foreseeable.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being a sex worker and doing OnlyFans.
No, not at all.
I wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't want my colleagues seeing my bell end.
I've also got one that's actually crazy, and I hope this is true. So, this person has said they went out in London and had sex with a guy in an alleyway. And then a week later, she's gone round to her mum's for a family dinner and to meet the mum's new boyfriend. And the boyfriend is who she had sex with in the alleyway. And she had to leave. Like, she just walked in and had to leave.
Do you know what? I have a story like that of someone that I went to school with, but she had this is so awful. This is so bad. A guy I went to school with had a summer romance with a guy. This story. And then at the end of summer, she went to her dad's barbecue, and her dad was like, oh, look, I've obviously been meaning to tell you for a long time now, but like, you actually have like a brother that I've never told you about.
Oh my God.
And she'd been fucking her brother.
Oh my God.
And that awful.
That is fucking awful.
And I remember finding out and being like, gee, we need to get out of this town.
Wow.
I know. The stuff that happens, honestly.
That's so... How could you ever do it?
I would never recover.
Wow,
I would never recover.
You'd never recover.
You'd never see me again.
You'd never see me again.
I'd move country.
Oh my God.
We've got a lot of OnlyFans things here.
Oh, some girl I hooked up with a guy and he kept trying to rub and lick my eyeballs. She's just put my eyes with like loads of...
You know what?
Is that a thing?
Do you know what?
Oh yeah, let me
I
lick
feel like
your
everything
eye.
you're saying, like I've got a story for. It's
actually Joe writing this.
Like, this is one. So I had a mate from school, and she hooked up with a homeless man in his tent, and apparently he was like trying to read her energy, like while they were having sex. So like he was like trying to like grab her like temples and stuff, and being like trying to read her like
That's really
spirituality.
weird.
Isn't that
Bit strange.
I have one anonymous going on a ski trip and not being able to ski.
I wonder who that is.
Rhymes of
Harry.
M. Larry.
M. G and M. M. Larry. When she walks in, M. Larry.
I don't know where that came from.
I've got one. So someone said they were standing up in their kitchen, 69ing. So I'm guessing like the girl's legs are in the air.
Right.
And the mum's opened the door with a glass of milk and just seen it.
That is absolutely...
That is like, not horrible, but like imagine if you were the mum, you would not be able to unsee that. Face full of everything.
Did she drop the milk? That's the question.
I don't know. Maybe she was just like, well, look, I don't know what people get up to nowadays.
Someone said got cavity searched in Westfield. Is cavity like up the bum?
Yeah, it is. Finger up. Yeah.
Cavity search in Westfield. I'm sorry, I don't think that was a Westfield security
I
guard.
don't think that was a security guard.
I don't think that was a security guard.
Someone said, got with you in Magaluf. That was their most embarrassing moment.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I replied back, I said embarrassing, not best.
And then did she block you?
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She blocked me.
I've got one. Some of these are brutal. Went for what I thought was a routine appointment and ended up with a camera down my penis.
What?
I've seen that stuff on medical programs, and I think that is, it's too much. Someone said, oh my God, this is so mortifying. I worry about this happening to me all the time. It's my worst nightmare. Slept walked naked at a one night stand's house.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but then surely they would have seen everything. I know it's embarrassing, but
No, but I feel like, imagine their parents.
oh my God, yeah, who's this random man walking around our landing naked? Oh my
that
God.
Poor girl, that poor girl.
I got one here and it says, my clothes were stolen, so I had to go home in a bin bag. That's pretty embarrassing. What was ours, Joe?
What?
What's our most embarrassing last year, shall I say?
I have a habit of meeting people when I'm drunk and then seeing them again and saying, lovely to meet you.
No, mine was...
And it like really offending people, and it's terrible.
Mine was definitely me saying, yeah, outside the club when I was blackout drunk for people to take photos of me. And then when I got in the cab, my head was being held out the window whilst I was being sick.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing.
That was bad.
That was bad. And what did you do that night? You went home early and left me. Thanks.
When needs must, George.
When needs must. At least I had others around me.
What happened to me that was embarrassing as well?
That was super embarrassing for me though.
I feel like I've shit myself.
Oh my God!
Once this year.
You've done that multiple times at home. You've farted in my
George,
bedroom and just run out.
I'm sorry.
You've shit yourself and then come in and gone, yeah, I've had to put new pants. No, you came in once because you were visiting home. You shit yourself and come in and went, can I borrow pants? And that's regular. That's a regular occurrence in our house. Your bowel movements are fucked.
Are you dumb?
Sorry.
Are you dumb?
Sorry, his bowel movements are fucked. Happy New Year.
Guys, this one's iconic. I got married in September. I've just filed for a divorce, and her picture on Insta is her wedding day picture.
And isn't it the husband's initials in her bio?
Yeah.
And the date? September.
No.
That's like 2 months.
Oh, God. And weddings are so expensive.
That's like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. That's a lot. Oh, bless.
Someone said I trusted a man. There's time. Time heals all. Oh, went to send my partner a dirty text and send it to one of the mums at a baby group.
Oh, that's so embarrassing. How do you miss the name like Mike and Mary?
Texting's always bad. Do you know what I've done this year? It's quite embarrassing. I've sent a screenshot of a chat about a person back to the person. And there's no way of ever getting out of that.
You can't get out of that.
Once you do that, it's game over. And then you've just got to sit back and think, I've got to tell you why.
Would you not? Yeah, but would you not send it to him and be like, oh my God, you're so illiterate. Definitely throw in some commas next time.
No, George, I'm sorry. No. This guy was pleasuring himself in bed, and when he was relieving himself, his mum walked into the room, and thankfully, like, his cover was over him, but he had to look his mum in the eyes as it was happening. And he genuinely said it was the most disgusting moment of his life. And I just think that is honestly out there with one of the worst things that could ever happen to you.
She would have known what's happening. So
100%.
She would have maybe not like what exactly was happening.
It's the looking in the eyes. At least put a pillow over your face or something.
Oh, it's making me feel a bit sick.
And on that note, happy fucking New Year. No, thank you guys for supporting us in 2022 and for enjoying the podcast.
And making this possible.
And yeah, this year is going to be filled with so much more fun. And we're going to go bigger and better than before.
Honestly, I'm so excited for this year.
And let's see what happens, let's see where this takes us. Hopefully around the UK.
Would be nice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Honestly, all you guys that tune in every week, even if you listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.
Watching this shit.
Anything, all the support means like the world to us. Like, as I said, this has been a dream since like Feb. Probably even maybe before that for me and Joe.
Before.
Like Jan.
Since I came out of mum's nun.
Yeah.
I've wanted to do this.
Well, speak for yourself. I was trying to breathe personally. But
when you covered in poo?
I was.
Sorry, anyway. We digress.
What a way to kill the moment, eh? But no, seriously, guys, thank you so much for all your support.
you.
We do appreciate it.
And, you know, if you're loving it and enjoying it, make sure to rate it 5 stars on Spotify.
Rating 5 stars is just what helps us the most, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
So.
and liking, subscribing on YouTube, commenting your favourite parts. Let us know, you know, DM us if you want any potential guests, any things like that.
Make sure post notifications are on. Follow our socials because we're always posting stuff like behind the scenes or what we get up to day or like hinting guests.
And that's
on that note, guys, that is it.
We'll see you next week for some more fun and frolics.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode, guys. And that is it from us.
See you next week.
See you next week.